In terms of science news, the successful landing of China's first moon rover, the Jade Rabbit, hogged much of the spotlight on Weibo. And according to a post that cites Yahoo News, Chinese officials lauded the accomplishment, the first lunar soft landing in nearly 40 years, as a step forward for mankind as a whole. China's space agency said that exploration of outer space is an unremitted pursuit of mankind, and that the successful mission reflects the new glory of China to scale the peaks in world science and technology for peaceful purposes. The Chinese lunar rover, named the Jade Rabbit from Chinese mythology, sent back its first images, including one that featured the Chinese flag. The Yahoo article, however, points out that the landing would be a key step forward for China's military-run space program, which includes a plan for a permanent orbiting space station as well as a walk on the moon. As for Chinese Weibo users, reactions to the Chang'e missions are mixed. While the majority of people felt it is a great accomplishment that showed how far the country had come, others felt that there's still too much poverty, injustice, and more pressing matters the government should focus on, and that space exploration should be left to the first world countries. And now let's take a look at some of their comments.
I am still very excited and nervous about this. This is something that our country can be proud of. Look at how American media is portraying the news. It seems they are not very happy that we sent a rover to the moon. Their unhappiness makes me more happy. Look at how NASA is going downhill while we are going up. They have nobody to blame but themselves, since they blocked us from working together in a joint space program. Now we work with Europe, and we will surpass America in the future. Wouldn't it be interesting if we send someone to the moon and find out that the American moon landing was indeed a hoax? Then we would be the first to send someone to the moon. Why are we sending probes into space when that money can be used to fight poverty? There are still children who do not have enough to eat.
Despite America's growing ties with China, scientists that are Chinese citizens are not allowed to work with NASA scientists due to security concerns. NASA's Chinese exclusion policy prohibits all researchers from NASA to work with Chinese citizens affiliated with Chinese state enterprises or entities. And Congress have banned NASA from using state funds to host Chinese visitors at NASA facilities. Earlier in March, Congress also passed legislation that banned Chinese nationals from entering NASA facilities without a waiver from NASA. This is also why China is excluded from the International Space Station. Now, a number of American scientists call the ban shameful and unethical, and earlier this year, a number of American scientists boycotted a NASA meeting, with some senior academics pulling out their entire research groups. China, on the other hand, proved that they still had friends even if NASA didn't want to play. There has been increased cooperation between China, Europe, and Russia. There is also a plan to build a permanent Chinese space station by 2020.